I didn't see those twists coming. Let's get started and talk about it. This is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I forgot about the air conditioning, so I apologize for the noise in the background, but hopefully it's going to stop soon and you can hear me over it. Anyway, I reread a book that I haven't read in a while, and I told you guys on one of the last videos that I'm only going to be doing books that I really think would be good for you to read that will keep your interest. And so I'm going to be doing less videos because I'm going to tell you something. There's so many mediocre books, okay? So many mediocre books. And this month I've DNF'd and not finished quite a few, or quote, skimmed quite a few. But this book is called The Teacher by Freida McFadden. And there were some twists at the end, 2 twists that I definitely did not see coming, okay? So, picture this, a married couple, late 20s, I think she turns 30 in the book, or maybe 29 or 30. Nate and Eve Bennett. They are teachers at a high school, okay? Eve is kind of more the serious one, and she teaches math. Nate is a poetry teacher, okay? And so they're both teachers, they're married, they own a home, all that stuff. Now Eve has a secret. She loves shoes. She's obsessed with shoes. You know how some people, they love yarn, some people love shoes, some people have something they love and they collect. But she loves really gorgeous, beautiful shoes, and she hides them from her husband, okay? So that's just kind of a little bit about her. Then there's a girl at the school that's a junior that came back to school, and she's getting bullied quite a bit because it's alleged that she had a relationship with another teacher who was booted out there. And this teacher was an older teacher, so I think his name was Mr. Tuttle. I mean, what a name, right? And so she had a relationship with him, alleged, okay? And so she's getting bullied about that. Well, because of that, Nate she's taking a poetry class with Nate, okay, with, and I can't remember, their last name is Bennett, Mr. Bennett. And so he feels bad for this girl, Addie, and you know how she's getting kind of bullied at school and people are making fun of her, and she's having a hard time of it. Plus, Addie's father passed away within the last year, which you'll find out more about that, okay? So, and then also Addie has a friend named Hunter, and in the beginning of the story, Hunter didn't want really anything to do with Addie, and you'll find out about that too. So Mr. Bennett kind of takes Addie under his wing. And when Eve was out grocery shopping, she saw Mr. Tuttle, the teacher that was dismissed from the school because of this alleged relationship. And he said, "Stay away from Addie. She's nothing but trouble. Stay away from her." Well, she has Addie in math class, and she's not doing well in math class. And her husband has Addie in his poetry class, and he feels sorry for her and is taking her under his wing, okay? And then the story goes on from there. There are all sorts of twists and turns. You know, can you trust any of these characters? Are Eve, Nate, and Addie, you don't really know. Are they good characters? Are they not good characters? Also, and I don't feel like this tells you anything, Eve goes on these little drives to go to visit the shoe store at night and visit the shoe salesman. I'll just say that, okay? And they're quite acquainted with one another. And so that's kind of also a little storyline. There's a lot going on. It definitely kept my interest. And I'm not going to say what I think of the characters because that would give some things away. But I did not see a few of these twists coming, that is for sure. So I definitely recommend reading it. I'd love to know if you've listened to it or read it. I think it's quite interesting. So I'll be doing other videos this week. There's another video, and I've listened to it before. I'm listening to an audiobook right now of a really good book that has a lot of twists and turns and good things. And I'll be sharing that with you. And I'm reading another book right now that I just started reading that's about this supposedly cute little old lady who's quite mischievous. And but then she meets her match when she meets this little boy who's 5 steps ahead of her. And this little boy is not a very good little boy, I'll just say that. And it's quite interesting so far, but I haven't gotten through it. So there's going to be some really interesting good books coming up. The next book I'm going to do is interesting because it's going to be all about wealth. And I think you guys might like it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I love you and appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.